What's going on, my friend? It's Jeff Newport from ChasingStrength.com. And in today's video, we are answering the question, how do you go about achieving the strong enough standards? Now, here's a little background. I was recently on a podcast and the host was asking me specific questions about the strong enough standards. You know, things like how realistic were they for average guys, if there were any need to change them based on a person's size, height, weight, that sort of thing, and why these kind of standards are important in the first place. And recently, I've been getting a ton of emails about how to cycle my kettlebell training programs in order to reach those standards. So in case you don't know what the strong enough standards are, let's do a quick refresher here. Number one, the first standard is 10 sets of 5 reps with a double kettlebell clean and press with a pair of 32 kilo kettlebells performed in 20 minutes or less. Standard number 2 is 10 sets of 5 reps of the double kettlebell front squat with a pair of 32s done in 20 minutes or less. And standard number 3 is 10 sets of 10 reps with a single 32 kilo kettlebell in the kettlebell snatch, performed in 10 minutes or less. So that's for a total of 100 reps performed in sets of 10 in 10 minutes or less. And yes, these standards are for men, since mostly men read my newsletter and watch these videos. If you're a woman watching this video, meeting those standards with a pair of 16s and a 16 kilo will radically change your life. Now, I call these the strong enough standards because if you can achieve them, then you'll be pretty much strong enough to do anything you physically want to do. And importantly, for some guys, you'll look like it too, okay? Now, obviously, depending on your current strength and conditioning levels, from where you stand, those standards might look kind of daunting, and they might even look downright impossible. That's okay. That's why I recommend you stair-step your goals using the following interim benchmarks. Okay, so goal number 1, you're going to use a pair of 16s for the clean and press and the double kettlebell front squat and a 16 kilo for the snatch. Goal number 2, again, same thing, but you're going to use a pair of 20s for the clean and press and the double kettlebell front squat and a 20 kilo for the snatch. Goal number 3, you might have guessed it if you're into pattern recognition here, you're going to use a pair of 24s and a 24. And goal number 4, you're going to use a pair of 28s and a single 28. Okay, so fair enough. That's the what. Now, what about the how, right? How do you get there exactly? Well, number 1, you want to learn and refine and then master your kettlebell technique, right? The proper kettlebell technique ensures 2 things. Number 1, that you don't get hurt, right? That's a sure bet to never reach those strong enough standards, or at the very least, delay them. And number 2, you maximize muscle recruitment and therefore your strength. Many see this point as unnecessary and a waste of time. They'd rather just jump right into the workouts. But, big but here, 1T, not 2. Okay, that is a big mistake because training your technique actually speeds up your results. So if you like being injured and wasting your time, then go ahead and skip this part, right? Now, if you need to learn the single kettlebell techniques or the double kettlebell techniques, I'll leave links in the video description below. So point number 2, you want to train the exercises directly. So of course, that means you want to train your clean, you want to train your press, you want to train your front squat, and you want to train your snatch. And you want to do a lot of them because strength is a skill. So you can either use what I call the direct approach, or you can use an all-in-one approach. Okay, a direct approach would be just a clean and press program only, like the Giant, and an all-in-one approach would be a program like Kettlebell MAXIMORUM, which combines those 3 lifts. Okay, and then you can run a specialization cycle around each or some or all of those exercises, right, and cycle through them. So here's how that would look. So number 1, or I guess this would be point 2.1, right? You're running clean and press specialization cycle. You'd use the Giant or the Strong program to do that. Number 2, you'd run an all-in-one cycle, like Kettlebell MAXIMORUM. Number 3, you'd run a snatch specialization cycle like the King Size Killer. Number 4, you'd run yet again another all-in-one program, right, like Kettlebell MAXIMORUM. And then number 5, this is optional, is you'd run a specialized variety cycle. Okay, and what does that look like? Well, you'd cycle in different types of presses. So push press, single arm press, that sort of thing. And I recommend using the Giant X2 if you want to use one of my programs for a specialized variety cycle. Okay, and then step number 6 is you just run through 1 through 5 until you reach the strong enough standards. All right. So that's point number 2. Point number 3, this is another one that guys love to skip because they don't think it applies to them, right? And it is recovery. I just cannot harp on this point enough. You will only, and ever see the results you're looking for, which for most of us is a stronger, leaner, better conditioned body and a more capable us, right? A more capable you. Okay. Here's a big if you can recover between your training sessions. So how do you do that? Well, make sure, number 1, you get 7+ hours of sleep a night. 7 to 9 is the current recommendation. Number 2, if you have mobility, right, or joint restrictions, flexibility issues, get rid of them by working on them on your off days, okay? Number 3, eat enough protein. The current recommendation is at least 1.6 grams per kilogram of desired body weight. That's your daily target, right? Get that in, or make that your average throughout the week. So get that in each day, or again, make it your average throughout the week. And number 4, this is a big one, reduce your stress levels. A 30 to 45 minute daily walk outside is one of the easiest ways to do this apart from getting more sleep. Okay. Point number 4, also another biggie, maybe not as big as point number 3, but it's still a biggie. And that is the P word, right? What is the P word? Patience. Okay. This is a tough fact for many of us to face. And that is the gains, bro. That's capital G, capital A, capital I, capital N, capital Z, gains, right? The gains we made when we were in our late teens and early 20s, they just don't come as fast now in our late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. However, when you use proper programming and respect the processes installed in those programs, then the gains do come, and they come faster than many of us guys are actually used to seeing them. Okay, so what's an example? Not training to failure, practicing auto-regulation. Those are 2. Okay, so when you trust the process, you show up, you do the work, not only will the gains come, but you'll build your patience muscle, okay, which is arguably and really one of the most important muscles of them all. So as you build this patience muscle, you'll no longer be distracted by all the noise, the empty promises, and shiny objects found on social media. You'll just put your head down and you'll get to work. And in about 3 months or so, when you pop your head back up to survey the landscape, well, that head, my friend, will be supported by a stronger, leaner, more muscular, more capable, and resilient body that turns other people's heads. Okay. If you have any questions about this process, right, feel free to leave me a comment in the comments section below this video. So speaking of this video, hopefully you liked it and you found it helpful. If you did, click the like button, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share it with a friend. And if you need resources or programs to get started with the Strong Enough standards, I will leave them in the video description below. Until next time, my friend, stay strong.